I was reading through your dad's story, and my gosh, is it almost shot for shot our story, which is diagnosed at a pretty young age.
Yeah,
my
your dad was 47,
47,
48,
yeah, and denial for a long time.
Yeah.
In fact, we didn't name it for a long time.
No. And my dad said Parkinson's, I think, 3 times
Yeah.
in his entire life, to me.
Generational, and the kind of, my dad's from the Midwest. It's a little more, they didn't have therapists in the town where he lived.
No.
But the idea that it took years before we named it.
Yeah.
And it was always the neurological thing, like that has a neural, and then finally my sister and I were like, is the neurological thing Parkinson's disease?
Yes.
The Michael J. Fox?
Yeah.
And they go, well, yes, it is. So that was kind of your experience as well?
Absolutely. But I can also see why neurological condition might sound a little bit less threatening or vulnerable than Parkinson's disease. You hear disease, you go, oh. It was my experience exactly, to a T. Like you and I and your pop, I mean, that's the exact same roadmap. And I understand it, I get it. My dad was like a prideful kind of guy who I think his physical strength was was a huge asset to him. He didn't go to college, he didn't do that, all those things that he wanted for us to do. And boy did I let him down there. But he was very prideful, and I think that is very common in that age group and those folks who grew up in that era. And it's interesting to see how now we having kids at our age and it's just so different. There's so many tools available to us. There's so many resources available to. My kids never believe it, but when Blake and I will go out for dinner or something like that, the entire time is spent talking about how can we be better parents, how can we address their needs in ways. It's just I can't even imagine my parents having those conversations without, just going, oh God, this feels like chemotherapy. The cancer's gone. Let's enjoy dinner and let's just live in here forever.
It's so true. We go to these restaurants and sit at that table and just talk about our kids.
Yes, and
for
look
2
at
hours.
pictures and videos of our kids.
Exactly.
And it's, crazy.
Hey, thanks for watching. Don't miss the Today Show every weekday at 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 Pacific on our streaming channel, Today All Day. To watch, head to today.com/allday or click the link right here.